Oh my goodness, here we are again. Our second Talk Talk Live. Yes, and I am Mina Mercury. And this gorgeous, gorgeous lady to my left or right is the amazing co-hostess for the evening.
Gloria Hall! Just kidding. It's me, Jerrilynn Spears, twist of the season. Hi! Oh my god, thank you for having me. I'm so excited.
I know we are going to have so much fun, but before we get going on this, we got a little thing to do. Welcome, everybody. This is Talk
Talk.
Live. That's right. Oh my goodness, what is this?
Work.
Oh, there we are.
Here we are.
So we are here and we are live. Of course, that means anything can happen. So if something happens, something goes crazy, you just got to stick with us and we'll get through it together. Okay?
Yes.
So as you can tell, Miss Gloria Hall is not here. She is away being nipped, tucked, and sucked. Maybe not in that order.
I mean, when you hit your 60s, it's just what you have to do to stay relevant, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Look, we already have comments. We have Heather Marie. She's saying hello.
Hi, Heather. Love you, girl. Welcome. You look great. I can only see your profile photo, but you look stunning.
She's gorgeous. Look at that. So, of course, with Talk Talk, we originally started doing the Canada's Drag Race. And together, Gloria and I we were bored in this COVID world. So we were like, what can we do? I know. Why don't we cover Drag Race season 13?
Yes.
Right? Because who doesn't love Drag Race? Wherever it is. Who cares? Everybody's amazing. We love to watch it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's all about our opinions tonight. And so we are just a couple of crazy queens and we just got funny shit to say. Oh, I swore.
See, you already told me not to swear before this, and now you've already broken the rule. So thank you so much. Hi, Courtney. Thank you for saying that I'm gorgeous and not Mina. Because they were mentioning these, I think.
Oh, probably.
These two are gorgeous. Hi, Felicia.
Your bazongas. Your bazongas are gorgeous.
They're here and they're queer and they're ready to break down this latest episode of Drag Race US, the OG season, you know?
Hello, Adrian. How are you? Okay, so this is a big episode, right? So this is episode 5. And that is the bag ball, right?
Yes. Oh my gosh.
So in this episode, there was 3 themed runways. So we're going to cut right to this review because otherwise we could be here for a week talking about everything.
Be here for 16 years.
I know, right? We'd be here the whole time.
Yeah.
So basically, let's just get right into it, shall we?
Yeah. Should we get started with the mini challenge?
Well, what we'll do quickly is just quickly recap. So we have a returning to the workroom this episode. And finally, they are returning to the workroom, less one girl.
Mm-hmm.
So finally, we've gotten into the race where we're, eliminations are happening now like crazy. We hate them, but they happen. They got to happen. It's the show. And unfortunately, Kimora Hall has left. She had a gorgeous dress, but not a chance in hell of moving in it.
She looked amazing, but that song was so unfair for that runway to be trains on trains on trains, and it's like a dance number because some of the people came more prepared to move if they had to, but Kimora's look was by far the best.
Oh, and stunning.
It was. She just stood. She looked gorgeous. She did more than Charlie Hides did, but
yes.
it was just next to Denali. Like Denali, I think RuPaul said that was just pure fun. And like it was
right?
I enjoyed watching it for sure. It was cute, and Denali looked great. She looked like a cute parrot.
Oh, she did. I'm a
Yeah.
girl. Pretty woman. Thank you, Becky Wilkinson. I think she's talking about me or you. I don't know.
Who knows?
Rooting for us.
I was rooting for us.
For us.
For us. I was rooting for us.
Totally. But yes, Felicia, Denali was phenomenal. She deserved it. She won it. She took that. And then now that brings us to the mini challenge of this episode. Shall we just jump right into that?
Let's do it. Let's, because we got a lot to get over.
We
so
do.
Obviously the dolls, they have entered the workroom again. Kamora has gone home. RuPaul comes down with his door, and for some reason they're all still surprised that it's RuPaul and not someone else. And RuPaul lets the contestants know that the challenge is, I believe it was called Baby Got Back, and it was a quick drag baby illusion dance challenge.
Yes.
It was
yeah.
It was very disturbing. And now, like, I'm not trying to kink shame. It's not something that I'm into, but I'm sure there's a lot of people who have a baby fetish who were just, can I say getting their rocks off on this? I've already said it.
I would not doubt it at all. It's kind of the first thing that came into my mind. I was like, oh my God, it's a bunch of adult men dressed like babies.
Yeah.
And
oh my God, sorry, this photo scared me.
Look,
I don't even know which one that is.
Take it away. It's making me horny.
Is that Michelle Visage? Is Michelle doing the competition too? This challenge made me so uncomfortable. Like I personally already hate babies. I don't like children. I think people should stop having them. I think they're bad for the environment. Oh, thanks, Taylor. Taylor will be my baby.
There you go.
I'll take that. I'll take that, Taylor. You can be my baby. But then seeing them dance and perform as toddlers was stuff of nightmares, I think. What do you think?
I absolutely agree. I totally agree. When they announced it, what it was, I was kind of like, really? Okay. Yeah. I mean, in the moment when you're on the show, they're probably super excited. They plan, they're ready to go for this. And they literally, the winner had to be the one that was the most misbehaved. So it was like, you cried, you like, I don't know. I was just like, this is crazy. Like, I don't get this theme, but
you could tell though that they had that prompt as possibly a runway prompt because they all came. Jerry, did you do your makeup in the dark?
Who's that?
Taylor Lunnan, excuse you. I did actually. I was doing a 30-minute dark makeup challenge. That's why I look so gorgeous. The dancing babies amplified my horror of children. Thank you so much. I believe that's Cherry Rancid, actually. Thank you so much, Cherry Rancid, for agreeing with me. Kids are awful. But anyways, it was weird to see that was like a runway prompt.
Realness. Alicia says Eureka realness.
Thank you,
Max. That was one of the best Snatch games ever, though. So I love that one.
When Eureka was, it was Honey Boo Boo, right?
Yeah.
I think that also made me uncomfortable.
Oh no, but she was a baby in one of the skits too, wasn't she?
There was. Yes, they had like a Maury Povich challenge, I think. Where I think it was the same season Miss Cracker, was it not?
Yeah.
Where Miss Cracker was a gherkin. Yeah, she was pickle. Like, just sour. I hope she wasn't a bread and butter because those ones are gross. Only the garlic.
No, a dilly. She had to be a dilly.
Mm-hmm, I think so. Anyways, Lala Ree somehow was the most baby in that challenge and was the most misbehaved and oddly sexually appealing enough to win the challenge. It was very confusing. I was very alarmed. I messaged my therapist right away after watching it. I was like, I need to talk.
You're like, I don't know what's happening on the show that I watch, but oh my God.
Yeah, it was just like, this is a moment. This is a moment in history.
Definitely.
But you know what? Queer representation, we're not kink shaming as long as everything is consensual on both sides. Go for it. I'm pretty sure Shoppers Drug Mart has a discount on Pampers for men currently. So use code Justice for Jerry at checkout to save 5%. Don't. It's not going to be there.
Discounts on diapers.
Yeah, who knows?
This episode is sponsored by
Pampers. Pampers for men.
Oh my gosh. But speaking of sponsors, I gotta throw something in here real quick. So we're just gonna do a real hot minute here where we're gonna kind of transform into an evening where you're at home alone, ladies and gentlemen, and you're looking for a little pick-me-up. What shall you have? I know, maybe you'd like a little sourpuss. Yes. Oh. Look at that sourpuss, everybody. Sourpuss is amazing. It's delicious. It'll take you right back to your youth when you were falling down drunk in the bar back in the days.
In 2019.
But in all honesty, though, when I did another show that I do, they sponsored it, the virtual drag show, and I created a drink for it with this raspberry one, and it's delicious. Like, it was actually really good. When we mixed it all up, we put those little berries in there and everything. It was delicious. So
Sourpuss is amazing.
it is actually good if you make the right balance of things. It's delicious, and I love it. And so does Jerry, and so does Miss Gloria Hull when she's here and not off getting prepped for next week.
Getting her face snatched back to
Totally.
look 3 years younger.
Sourpuss, go get it.
Now available at most participating liquor establishments.
Exactly. They should have put a trigger warning for the episode. We'll get there. We'll get
for
there.
which episode? The episode of Tuck Talk or the episode of Drag Race? Because I'm also triggered.
Did sourpuss trigger you? I'm sorry.
I think it was all the talk about children.
Dressing up in diapers and drinking sourpuss.
Yeah, it's not a combination for success, I think.
I mean, for some, but you know what?
Yeah.
Again, if it's your thing, have to it.
Yeah.
All right. So we are we're so excited about this episode because, well, I know I am, because I love fashion. Anybody who knows Miss Mina Mercury knows that she likes her fashion. So I love runways. I love them. And I love them when they are given a theme and they have to build on that theme. And some of them knocked it out of the park, and some of them should have stayed in the park. So
should have been kicking that soccer ball at the park.
Right? Oh my God. So we're going to go and get right into our amazingly famous segment that Gloria and I have created for the Canada's drag world. We are calling this one Oot or
a Boot.
Yes. Right talk. We had some.
That was jarring.
That is Gloria and I modeling. This is my modeling face, apparently.
Gloria's jaw was like dehinged and like 3 feet lower than it should have been.
It always is.
And like, was she wearing a Cookie Monster dress with that was
detachable eyes?
Oh, that's important. Detachable. Yeah. You can use them as frisbees in the bar next time she performs.
They're like this big. They're crazy, and they Google. Yeah,
do they really? They shake it. They shake and they shimmy. That's so wild. So if she's like moving about, like the eyes will go with it.
Yeah, she could do like the Elvira, like
wow,
they'll move.
Well, if she dies in her plastic surgery journey that she's experiencing today, I'll steal that garment from her. Some real
You would look
boobs.
so good in it with your gajungalungas. Yeah.
With my girls, my twins. Yeah, I think it'd be fun. These don't move as much because they're so real that they're rock solid. They're just pecs, just hard pecs, you know?
Mitch says, all I saw was blue fur and giant eyeballs. That's a date with Gloria. That's all you're going to see.
Yeah. Run.
Run. All right. So let's get to it. So we have 3 runways. I think it's something like 36 looks.
Yeah.
We do have this time, because public, we love your feedback, because this time we have a few snapshots. Yes, dears, we have some images for you. So when we're talking about some of them, the image will come up and you'll be able to see what we're talking about.
Cool.
Pardon me.
And that's on IBS.
All right. So our 3 runways were Mixed Bag, Miss Moneybags, and Gag Us with Your Bagus.
Yeah.
I think that's what it was called. I don't know what the last one was called.
I think that's right. I think that's what RuPaul said. Gag us with your bagas.
I mean, I love it. I mean, gag me with your bag.
I think it was a nod to Bag of Chips from Drag Race UK season 1. Gag us with your bagas. Much better.
Yes. Okay, so the way that we're gonna do this is I've broken each queen down individually with their 3 runways, and we will oot and a boot the ones we like and the ones we don't. Okay, are you ready to go?
I'm ready. Let's do it. Let's dive in.
Let's do it. Okay, so first up we have Denali, and I love Denali. I think Denali is incredible. As we saw with her macaw dancing number. I loved it. I thought it was great. So her 3 runways, she came out as airbags, basically looking like one of the crash test dummies.
Yeah.
Not the band.
Wait, there's a band called Crash. You're showing your age here, Mina. I'm so sorry.
You don't know crash test dummies?
No.
Stop.
Are they from the 60s?
No. They're from like the 90s.
Sure.
Oh my God,
okay.
Superman? You don't know that? He's got like a super deep voice. No. Was that?
No.
No, that was correct. No, whatever. Anyways, moving on.
You have to send me a link later.
So Airbags was like a crash test dummy. It was very Mugler meets Gaga looking. I thought it was fantastic.
Okay.
Next, then was Cruella inspired for Miss Moneybags, and she had her nail on her pinky was actually her cigarette holder. It was gorgeous. See, they know crash test dummies. And then her third was a sort of Day of the Dead with the Mexican flower pattern, and it had the big flowers around her head.
Yeah.
What do you think? What did you think?
I absolutely hated the crash test dummy look. With a fiery passion, as soon as it turned the corner, I was like, throw it out. Burn it, melt it down, turn it to something else. I hated it. But the rest of the collection that they modeled, I really did enjoy. Like, I loved the Dia de los Muertos. I thought it was an awful pronunciation. I'm so sorry. And like the sugar skull makeup, I thought was really cool, and I thought it was really inventive out of bags. So like overall, like I think I would give them an oot, but I absolutely hated the first look. It's just with a patch.
For me, I liked all 3. I love the total like 0 to 60. Like everyone was so different from each other and very unique, each of them. I give her an oot for all 3.
So was that a double?
That is a double.
Oh my God, yay!
Look
Do we have a soundboard? Throw fireworks. Soundboard. Double.
Usually Glory and I never agree. Never. It's very
Really?
rare that we do.
Well, that I mean, but that makes for a good show, right? If different opinions.
Oh, it totally does. It also
Yeah.
shows, like, I mean, look at me and look at her, and you totally get it.
100%. I'm on the same page, girl. Like.
I'm joking. I'm joking. Okay, so next up was Joey J. Oh, Joey J did this whole look with an IV bag.
Yes.
But also had IV on her.
She had a joke that so it was obvious that this look was made for Joey J. They sent a designer a prompt. The designer was clever, and they're like, IV bag, poison IV bag, poison ivy bag. They like if the idea was clever, but it went right over Joey's head,
Well,
and she had no idea.
I think somebody should have told her that before she went on the runway. Because what's his pickle is like, I get it, like poison ivy bag. No.
Oh, Carson Kressley.
No.
And yeah.
Ivy bag.
100%. Like if you're on the runway and one of the judges is like giving you like, oh, I interpreted this as this funny joke, just say yes.
Oh my God, go with it. Go with it. Oh my God.
Be like, exactly. Even if it's like, oh, I wanted to do a Jurassic Park look. This is actually inspired by a T-Rex. They're like, poison ivy bag. Exactly. Correct.
Yeah. Just say yes.
Yes.
Just smile and say yes.
Exactly.
Her second look that she came out for Miss Moneybags was a very Annie Lennox inspired. Now, I love myself some Annie Lennox. We all know this. But it was very Annie Lennox. I will give it to her. It had this nuance of it, but it had an eye patch, and it just was. And she wore her own hair again, you know. And I don't know what to take on that one. So, and then her third, the third look, which I should also say too, if anybody hasn't watched the show, the third look, they actually had to create themselves on set from bags. So they were given all these bags that they had to choose from and created a look with the bags in the like on set. So that makes it a little more stressful. So we'll just get that out of the way. I should have said that. So her third look was, in her words, a very Madonna meets Gaga meets Minnie Mouse.
So right up your alley.
Yeah, but it wasn't. I didn't see it. Maybe the ponytail on her head was like her nod to Madonna, and just the crazy angles and stuff of the skirt in ode to Gaga. And I don't know, the polka dots for Minnie Mouse. But I thought it would. But three of those in one thing, it would not look like that. It would have been like very different.
Well, do you know how to sew? Like, would you have been completely hooped if they gave you a bunch of bags to make something out of?
I would be so excited. Like, that's what I love. Like, I would love to be on the show and be given a challenge where they just give me a bunch of stuff and say, make something out of this.
Okay.
Oh, I love that shit. I would totally. Yeah. That's one of my favorite things.
It's just like just grabbing a whole bunch of random stuff and creating something out of it. Yeah, it's definitely a talent to do that. It's difficult, especially when it's in a bag form, because when you're making something, you usually see yards of fabric, right?
Yeah.
So you know where you can cut your patterns out of, but you have to create fabric out of a structural item, and like that's hard.
Oh, totally. It would be incredibly hard, but it would be such a fun challenge, though, don't you think?
I know how to sew, and I think I would be okay, but I would absolutely hate this challenge. Just like, because I may only be 5'8", but I still have a lot of real estate to cover. And being given bags isn't going to cover the real estate that I need covered. You know what I mean? Like I can't just get like 2 little mini bags, cover up these, cover up the the in between me down there. You know what? Like I would need to do something. But it would be fun to see the other girls like sweat who don't know how to sew, and I'd be like, you know.
I mean, I'm not like a crazy sewer though. That's the thing. I like the challenge. Like I once made a dress at my job. I do visual merchandising, and we were given like 20 bundles of Metro newspaper magazines, and I basically had to come up with an outfit with it to put onto the mannequins to promote like recycling and things like that. And I came up with a whole gown made out of like newspaper. So, and all it was glue and staples, and it was gorgeous.
All you need. Anyways, Joey's looks were bad. It's all a boot. Hated everyone.
Oh, really? Oh.
I didn't like any of them. I liked the concept of the first one. The second one was just some tights from Garage, a red blazer, and an attitude. And the third one it didn't do well for me. I got the idea. I saw where she was going. She needed like another 3 days to get there, but all of them a boot.
See, I really liked the first one. I did like it. Like I liked the idea of it and how it was. What bothered me was that she wasn't in line with what the idea of it was. Do you know what I mean? I think it looked incredible. Like it looked amazing. And I did like the look of the third. I thought of others who created things with bags. I thought it was a fair, like up there, kind of decent looking, funky thing, like in that way. But I didn't like the second one. I was not a fan of it. I agree with you in the sense of like a blazer, stretch pants, and that's not season 13 Drag Race to me.
That's Canada's Drag Race season 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think I'll give her an oot. I'll give her an oot because I liked 2 of them.
Okay.
Yeah, I give her an oot. So.
Well, she's cute. She's adorbs. We'll give her that. Good job, Joey.
Adorbs. Okay.
Adorbs.
So moving on next, we have Lalaurie. We do. So there we go. Yeah, I was expecting something a lot more from Michelle Visage in the form of anger towards that outfit, but she wasn't quite that, like, you know. But first of all, let's talk about the first look, which was the mixed bags, which was the
bag of bones.
A bag of bones. So it was like very voodoo inspired, with bones randomly placed on the dress. Somebody just, you know what it looked like to me? Like it was Velcro, and somebody just took a bone and went whoof. Wherever it landed, that's where it landed.
Yeah. It was very like Value Village Halloween costume to me, because the bones, they just seemed so plastic and just glued on there. If she had like coated them, if she'd rhinestoned them, it would have turned it to like from a 4 to a 9 so fast. But hindsight's 2020, right? Like the idea I think was cute. It wasn't all the way there for what she wanted. But it was okay.
I agree with you 100%. Her second look for Miss Moneybags was actually quite like impressive. It was basically very rainbow neon-y colored leopard print, like big poofy, very 80s. Like when I saw her come around the corner, I wanted to be like right on top of that rose. Like it was very like completely 80s with that bag that they were all given. Like it was, I actually really liked it. The attitude, the way she carried herself, amazing. I actually really liked that one.
I loved it too, especially the bald head. I love a bald queen.
I do too. You know, everybody, like in the beginning, you know, right out of the gate when Joey J was using his own hair, like every look, I was like, no, stop, put a wig on. Like, I get it because I was that queen. When I started, I used my own hair all the time. And I used to get girls like, are you a drag queen? Like, what's going on? Like, you know, but that was in the 90s when, like, if you did one wrong thing, you were like,
very, very different times. Yeah.
But I love the diversity. And again, like with Lala Ree, like using the bald head, but all the other times having wigs. Like, I think it's incredible. Like, I do love how Joey J did do one look with his own hair, but the other two were like wigs. Like, I think that's awesome. So now we have her third. And the third look.
Jesus.
I just can't.
What was she thinking?
I don't understand what's on her head. It looks like the end of a vacuum with fur on it.
Yeah.
I don't
like a Swiffer duster.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, she totally admit on the show. She was just like, I don't know. Yeah. I tried. This is what it was supposed to be. She, you know, I think she knew. Like,
I think she also knew that she's an incredible performer. So she's like, I think she relied on that. She's like, no matter who I'm in the bottom against, I'm going to send them home, even if I come out with what she was wearing. And obviously, if you've seen the episode, that's exactly what she did. But the outfits, no excuse.
No, all three for me, I have to give an oot, just because the only one I liked was the second look, the Miss Moneybags.
Okay.
Yeah, unfortunately,
wait,
it's an
is oot is good, right? Yeah, I was like, what?
I very rarely give them, so.
This was I really liked the second look too, but I'm also going to give this a boot for the whole trio.
Yes, unfortunately. Bring it, Lala Ree. I think RuPaul tells her at the end, like,
yes.
Step
she's incredible, so I'm sure she'll learn how to hot glue something better next time.
Oh, you know, and I love her. I love watching her. She's so charismatic and funny and entertaining, and I think she's fantastic. So,
yeah,
whatever. Next, we have Elliot with 2 T's. And so Elliot's first look was a gift bag. Mm. So Elliot was dressed kind of like a gift bag, and his clutch was flipped around on the runway, and it was made to be like it was the name tag of the gift bag. It was cute.
Sure.
It was cute. And then for Miss Moneybags, girl, she was red skirt suit. She was blonde hair. She was ready to just give it with her bag, and like, it was striking. I thought it was amazing. I really liked it. So,
sure.
And then we have the third look, which I was very impressed with.
Yeah.
I mean, I know to some, they may think it was just like a jacket thing, but this is where if you have an eye for it, like, she looked at that, she had a beanbag chair and literally took that beanbag chair and turned it into this amazing sort of 80s oversized coat type of thing. And
she worked a cohesive outfit out of, she had the most actual fabric. Her and Tina Burner, I think they got the 2 beanbag chairs.
Yeah.
They had like the easiest, most workable fabric, and like overall, I think Elliot did okay. I personally think Elliot's taste level isn't where it should be for Drag Race season 13. But I can't say anything because I would have worn all 3 of those pieces. But I think in comparison to the rest, it's like a safe oot. But I wasn't really impressed by anything. But this is my opinion of Elliot with the double T's. Is a lot of it is her style is very off the rack from a high end mall. Very much her style, and like it works for her. It's cool, but and she's not a fashion girl in my opinion. So next to your snack, thanks, Courtney.
You're a snack.
I think compared to the rest of the queens on the stage, she's a meh to me.
Yeah, I mean, there is something about her that I do really like about her. Like there's something that is there, but I do agree with you. I think that I really want to see her come out in something that's like, whoa, you know what I mean? Like it's Drag Race season 13. And if we like kind of go back to like the first episode with their entrance looks and stuff, a lot of the entrance looks for this season, I was like, this is season 13. Like, and entrance into the workroom is like how people remember you. Like, and the jacket with the like top and the pants. And I was like, it's cute. It's friggin' amazing. I like, oh my God, if I could pull it off, I'd wear it. But I wouldn't that's not where I would wear it, you know? Like, I don't know. But I agree with you. It's a safe oot.
Yeah.
Safe oot.
Nothing really special. She was there.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. So that makes it a safe double.
Double. It's like a small double. Yeah.
And that's what you call a double, but half calf.
A decaf double. So garbage.
Double. All right. Next up we have, I know this one's one of your favorites, and I love her. I really do, because we're like the same age. Tamisha, right? You're the fan of Tamisha, right?
I believe in Tamisha Iman's supremacy. I think she is the greatest Grace that's ever been on the RuPaul's Drag Race stage across any season. I love her so much. It's unhealthy, my obsession with Tamisha Iman. I have actually ordered the exclusive Tamisha Iman high tops. You know, her merch with her face on it.
Hold on a second, girl. If you're loving the old queens that have runners with their face on them, I have a pair. There is a pair of Mina Mercury Converse runners with your face on it. You could search the merch at the Tuck Shop. Oh my God, can you imagine? On your left foot, you could wear me, and on your right foot, you could wear Tamisha.
Yeah.
A couple of old sneakers.
Well, as soon as the clubs reopen, girl, you know me. I will walk in with my ankles first. I will show the world my sneakers. Tamisha, Mina, Tamisha, Mina. Anyways, Tamisha Iman is perfect. I think no matter what she does, she is the highest caliber of oot that I could ever offer. I mean, I didn't like some of her looks today, but I love her so much. So there's no wrong for me from Tamisha.
She automatically just gets it. Okay. Yeah. But we're going to talk about them though. So her first look was old bag. She literally came out like a little old lady who forgot to put her teeth in. And her second was a sort of black and white skirt suit with accents of forest green, maybe?
Little ostrich feather.
Yes, totally. And then there was her third look, which was a skirt made of jewelry bags.
Yes.
And then I don't quite know what the top was, but it was
they looked like they were soccer balls almost.
Almost, but
it was like
bags though, so it has to be
like
yeah.
Well, it could have been a soccer ball bag.
Do we have a picture of that? We don't. I don't think we do. Yeah, I don't know. It looked amazing. I loved it. I do agree with the judges' critiques where they hold on.
Critiques. There you
go. Where there was maybe just too much. Like there was
Yes.
a lot going on already with that dress and patterns and shapes and feels and everything. But I thought, you know what? Walking along there though, I was like, she made that. Like,
yeah,
the bustier, the boobs, like incredible. An incredible talent. Like
she probably made every look that we saw on the runway so far.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I think she said that she has. So like the talent that Miss Tamisha Iman has is like she already has done laps around every other contestant this season because she was Miss Gay US of A 2005. She was Miss Black Continental, I believe. The titles that she's won in the pageant world in the States, like if it's a good title, she's probably won it twice. That's Tamisha.
You really like her.
I do. I really like her. I just love her so much. I think she's great. I think
it's awesome. Well, I know what I'm getting you for Christmas.
I think it's so important too. The legacy queens, it's probably the wrong term to use, are getting like their time because she has so much that she can offer, and like the kids who watch Drag Race now have no idea about drag before 2010, and like Tamisha Iman, the work that she did is why we're both here today, and we can thank her for that. And I think because of that, she's incredible, but like I have a lot of respect for her, and I don't normally want to do a meet and greet with any Drag Race girls, but I would pay for a triple meet and greet with Tamisha Iman.
Oh, that's awesome. She did too. She did school the kids.
Yes.
There was some conversation in the workroom about balls and things like that. The real balls, not the balls between the legs. And some of them didn't even know what a ball was. So what did they do? They kind of put on their own little sort of,
they had a ball
about them and described them, and then they kind of did a little thing. And I thought that was so good because that's what we need. We need to know history and where it came from. You can't just get all done up in drag these days and walk from your house to the bar and put on a show. You couldn't do that in the old days. I mean, you could not. Like, there's no way. So it's nice to know, who came before. And I think it's incredible that that all different ages are being put on these shows. Like, it's so good to have them interacting, and it's great. I think it's fabulous.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Tamisha, you give her a whole row of oots.
Yeah, forever. Eternal.
And I agree. I'm totally in there for the oots. I think she brought it. She totally did. She made everything. She's so talented. Oot, oot, oot. That is another
double.
Oh my God.
Extra large double.
Yeah. Okay. She can be an extra large, and we'll throw donuts in.
Oh, a 30-pack of Timbits, I think, right?
Absolutely. There you go. Oh, thank you, Shampoo 7.
Thank you.
Okay, so now we go on to our next girl, and that is Simone. Ooh. Yeah. So Simone so far is cleaning house. She's incredible. Now, you are you really wanted to make sure we had a photo of this one because you love this look, which I don't know why. I mean,
who could know, really? For sure.
I don't understand.
No idea.
So her look right out of the gate was absolutely 100% inspired by Miss Jerrilynn Spears herself. She was called Fun Bags, and yes, she had bags of fun.
Bags of fun. I really like Simone. I think the references that she's been giving fashion-wise are really clever, and you can tell that she has surrounded herself with an incredible team to build these looks for her. I don't know whether or not it's through her vision or like all collaborative, but what she's showing us, what has been articulated to the audience is like incredible. Like even her look that she made for Out of Bags, it was cute. So the idea was good.
Yeah.
And obviously it wasn't the greatest look that was there, but like the idea was there and I liked what she did. But the fun bags, I thought it was just so clever and irreverent as well to come out, because everyone had like a prompt, right? Ivy bag, bag of bones, old bag, and fun bags. I thought was so obviously it's very up my aisle.
Yeah.
And then the humor of her popping the balloons at the end too, all while serving a Diana Ross illusion, was incredible.
And can we talk about like when she popped the boobs, the dress looked incredible on her. It had this amazing sort of billowing at the front. It looked so good. I was like,
it was amazing.
That's like a reveal almost, like a whole different outfit. Absolutely incredible. We love that one. Her second look for Miss Moneybags was a futuristic businesswoman. And she basically it was a very, like a fuchsia pink sort of thing with a big high collar on it. It was very like constructed. I thought it looked incredible. Like to me, this queen, she is so good. She can do like, at first I was like, body, body, body. We all rely on body. Like, I wish I could be that thin so that I could walk out and wearing next to nothing. But you know what? As I watch her, I have really started to like her. Like, I love the spin on things that she puts. Like, for the LeMay runway, how she came out as a boxer. Like, I thought that is incredible. The do-rag train was like brilliant. Like it was so cool. It was embracing her culture, embracing who she is, and she twisted it into this something totally different that's never been done before. And I love her for that. What I don't love her for was her outfit for the third look. I was like, playing it safe. She totally played it safe. She fully admitted she doesn't sew. She doesn't know. She was terrified in the episode. When you watch it in the workroom, she was like, oh my God, I'm done. This is it. Talk about going from up here to down here. Like, it was a very safe played outfit. And she got away with it because the other two looks were like amazing. And probably got away with it because of Lala Ree. So
I think so. I think very much so.
But I'm gonna give her an oot. I love her. I think she's so good. Oot oot all the way.
I'm the same. That's another double for Miss Simone.
Double.
We're just dishing out all the coffee today. We're never gonna go to bed.
I know, right? We're giving away doubles like it's camp day.
Very Fifth Element, absolutely. I was kind of waiting for Simone to be like, it was very Stacey McKenzie, Fifth Element again, but Stacey McKenzie's Canada's Drag Race. They wouldn't have brought up. I love Stacey McKenzie too. I think she's amazing.
Totally. I was actually going to start with like explaining that one by saying, I thought this outfit was unbelievable. Have you ever seen Fifth Element?
I have, yeah.
Okay, good. You know. For a minute, I was like, oh my God, you don't know what I'm talking about. Okay. All right, let's move on, shall we?
Yeah.
Flip my notes here.
There's so many queens left. They've only eliminated one person at this point. So there's like everyone still.
A lot. We're halfway through, everybody. So if you want to go and catch a drink or something, maybe some sourpuss, you're feeling a little frisky and you want to make a nice sour drink, grab yourself some yummy, delicious sourpuss. There we go. I just had to put that in there.
Yeah, no.
Oh, Shampoo 7 loves sourpuss.
We love sourpuss in this house.
All right. So next up we have the girl with the smile that everyone does. It's like $1 million smile. Is the Olivia Lux. So her first look onto the runway, though, made me kind of go, Her first look was a punching bag, and the look was very, very reminiscent of our girl Simone when she did the LeMay runway. It was very similar.
If Simone hadn't done the boxing runway, I think 2 weeks before, I would have really liked Olivia's.
Yeah.
But I don't think was Olivia and Simone. They were in the same group. Yeah, they were in the same group. So Olivia was in Simone's LeMay runway. And I thought it was interesting that they still wore that on and didn't switch it up as something else. But I mean, if they didn't have any other options, they had no other option. It was still cute. But for already this season, in the first 4 episodes, we've seen 2 boxing looks.
But they were just so much alike. Like the hair with the braids and it was so similar, like way too similar. But
it was like one was red, one was like pink. Yeah, they both looked great.
Absolutely, yeah. So her second look for Miss Moneybags was sort of a cape. So it had like a blue cape with a vest and some little crop pants. It was very cute. It wasn't like I was like, oh my God. Probably could have had some sparkle to it somewhere, maybe. I don't know.
I actually don't even remember any of her looks from this episode, and I've watched the episode like 3 times.
Oh, really?
Olivia Lux has been fading into the background for me. She's just like, she's beautiful, and I think she's very talented, but her personality hasn't been shining as much as I think it could be. Maybe, I don't know, but to me she's not a forefront to me.
It's true. And she does have a conversation in the workroom about being safe and how she's been safe a lot. And it was very safe. Like this look didn't, I don't know, it wasn't very like, ooh. I think if we hadn't seen some Simone in the LeMay runway, this look as a punching bag would have been like, oh, whoa, brilliant, gorgeous, amazing. But because we already saw it, it was like, And then the blue cape kind of outfit, I didn't overly get it. Like, I didn't understand. It didn't look rich to me. It didn't look expensive. It's supposed to be like opulent, and I don't know. I mean, it was cute. It looked good, but it wasn't, And then we had her third look, which was like holographic bags, which I thought looked super cute. Like the big shoulder things and and she even had like the kind of throw to Lady Gaga Chromatica things stuck on her forehead, and it was cute. But again, it wasn't like, it was a corset with things stuck to it. And I don't know. It wasn't, I don't know. This one didn't get me like before. She's had some pretty cool looks, but I don't know. This for me was a boot.
Yeah, I'm giving her a boot as well, but for the only fact that I don't remember any of them. I have no idea.
Girl, you get a boot because I don't even remember you.
But yeah, it was just not memorable. I'm sorry. I love Olivia. She's a gorgeous smile, but forgettable this episode.
But that's the thing. Like, don't you think like season 13, RuPaul's Drag Race, and even like so far, like you would know that you need to create to stand out. Like if I ever got on a show, it would be my creations. The only thing in my mind would be, will this stand out? Will like everybody look at this and go, oh, whoa, cool, or oh my God, if it doesn't have that, don't bring it. It needs to be like memorable. It needs to be who you are and represent you, but memorable, like, and over the top,
Yeah.
I don't know. Next up, we have, I love her, Got Mick. Incredible talent, like amazing. Thank God they finally decided to bring on this amazing character, this person, this beautiful soul, and put them on the show. And it's been so inspiring to watch. I love her so much. I love her, love her, love her. So her first look out of the gate was Body Bag.
So clever.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Like, this is what I'm talking about. Like, she walks around that corner, she walks onto the runway, and you just go, whoa. Like,
it was cool.
It was brilliantly done. Like,
all rhinestoned as well. Like,
yeah,
it was impeccably done. You could tell that Gottmik has the resources to put their vision to life that other contestants don't have. Because I think they're like best friends with August Getty, who is a atelier in LA, who does like a lot of like really huge designs. And I think they work together very closely. But even Gottmik's second look as well, like the rhinestoned pinstripe suit with the tool on the shoulder.
Tool, yeah.
I've seen mixed reviews. I really liked it, but I've seen a lot of people who really didn't like it either. I thought it was very like Morticia Adams, and whatever her husband's name is, like, but them combined. Gomez. Thank you, Gomez Adams, like as if they've been melded together into one gender fluid person, and that's the look that they would wear. And I thought that was really cool. I did not like their bag look that they made. I thought it was a cop out, to be totally honest. I don't think they deserve to win the challenge this week, but the first two looks, I like all together. It's a very good oot for me, 100%. But I really liked the first two looks like they were cool. They were so cool. Well done. Very good job.
Yeah, I totally, absolutely agree with you 100%. I didn't see the wow factor in that third look that everybody else could see. Everybody was making such a huge thing about it, but I was like, it's like 5 triangles strategically placed.
Yeah.
But everyone was like, oh, one leg, edgy, crazy, and da-da-da. No, like, I definitely, absolutely an oot. Hands across the board, an oot completely. But I'm not the biggest fan of that third look. I didn't see it. Like, we're going to get to her eventually, but I definitely think Utica, like, the creations, the structure, where was that in that third look? I thought that third look was like triangle, 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 triangle. Bam, I'm done. I'm ready to go. Whereas, somebody who put so much into it, I don't know. I mean, it was cool. It's cool and edgy looking. I'm not saying it's not at all.
It wasn't the perfect cherry on top for me to think it's a winning look.
Yeah.
I think Gottmik, 100% double. I think they got a medium double this week, and maybe one Timbit. Just one.
Completely. How about a fruit-filled Timbit?
Sure, we'll give them a fruit-filled Timbit.
Who doesn't love a good fruit-filled Timbit?
Yeah, they're great. They're delicious.
I love them. Okay, next up we have the gorgeous Rosé. Now, Rosé's first look, I thought, was absolutely brilliant.
It was cool.
It was so well done. And that was bagpipes. Okay. So she comes out, and all along her shoulders is lined with like the ends of the bagpipe, the horns. I don't know what they are.
Sure.
But I thought it was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Gorgeous. So well done. Her second look for Miss Moneybags. Now, I just watched this movie like 2 days ago on Disney Plus, and it's one of my favorite movies. I love it to death because it's Lily Tomlin and Bette Midler. But it was a sort of Bette Midler throwback to the movie Big Business.
Oh, yeah.
And I loved it. I thought it was so well done. The presence she had, the attitude and everything was so much like Bette. Like, I loved it. I thought it was so good. Then third was the sort of, I think it's like, they were ball bag, like it looked like
It's like a
silver.
soccer ball bag.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
and
were like
she sliced
made a
them in
skirt out of
half
it.
and
Mhm.
made the boobs and did the whole thing. And um, you know, Carson was mentioning that it flowed too. Like when she worked it, it actually moved and worked. And um, I loved it. I thought it was so good. Like I loved
Yeah,
all three. Absolutely, hands down for me. She gets oot oot oot.
I would agree. I liked all of the looks as well. I thought they were all really the concepts were great. They were all executed like really well. There's just something about rosé that I'm not invested in rosé yet. I don't know what it is about rosé, but I don't like them as a
Oh,
I don't like them yet. I like the looks that they're doing. I like the work that they're putting out, but something about rosé, I'm just like I'm 3 steps behind, I think. Just I'm waiting. I don't know. Something
yeah.
about rosé, but I would
Something.
give them an oot. Totally an oot as well for all
Yeah.
three.
Perfect. Oh, right. Next up, we have Tina Burner. So Tina Burner came out. Her first look was a brown bag. I didn't quite get it at first. I was like, I'm not seeing where this is a brown bag.
Yeah.
Her second look for Miss Moneybags was a houndstooth dress and hat. I thought it was gorgeous. I loved it. And her third was she was, of course, the other one who had a beanbag. She created this red dress with these fun little yellow suspenders that she made sure everybody knew that she made suspenders. I actually liked it. I give her oots.
Yeah, I agree with that too. Like I like Tina Burner's looks that she's done. Um, she's clever. She's smart. She's very smart. She knows her shit. She knows what she's doing. And I think she also really lucked out with the fabric that she got because she got like a leather beanbag and she was able to create, although her look wasn't the most over the top and wasn't the most like drag, it was an incredibly wearable, fashionable look where in comparison to a lot of the other ones, like she was a very solid safe this week. And I think she earned the safe. I didn't think she'd be the top, but she was definitely right in the middle for me. So she's a triple oot for me as well.
Yay, that's another double double. Woohoo!
Woo!
All right, everybody. This is taking a while, but we're almost through it. We've got 2 more to go. We're like on a roll here, so just stick with us. Stick with us, peeps. Okay, so next up is Candy Muse. So Candy Muse's first look was called Bag of Tricks. And it was actually brilliant. I love that she pulled that stick out of the bag and then turned her bag into a cape. Like, hi. That was so good. Next was her CEO look. She basically had like money for hair, and it was like very CEO.
Yeah. It was exactly what she was saying.
Yes, very CEO. And then her third look, of course, was I call it the infamous book bag skirt.
Infamous already.
I don't know. I liked look 1 and look 2. I thought they were like, look 1 is my favorite. Look 2, I was a little bit like, okay, it kind of just threw me back to when they did it for Canada's Drag Race. It was cute. I really liked it. I thought it also was maybe a little bit safe. Kind of like sticking to like her aesthetic of showing body, sexy, you know. It's cute though. I liked it. But the third, I was not a fan of that. I don't understand how nobody said anything. She glued the bags to a hoop skirt.
Yeah.
And usually if you glue anything onto something, Michelle is like, you glued those bags to that hoop skirt. Like, it was cute. Don't get me wrong. Totally cute. The hair was incredible. I loved it. Her little bustier top was super cute, but I don't know. I was just like, I just wonder what else could have come from that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. See, I really liked Candy's first look a lot. I thought the stripper pole that she pulled out of her cape hat was very clever. I thought that was really cool. But I asked myself this question after watching the episode because I didn't like the other two looks. And I was like, do I not like these two looks because she's a plus size girl and I'm so attuned to only thinking that a two-piece looks good on a skinny girl? And I was like fully hit that road with Candy, and then I like reassessed and I really liked actually what she was wearing. And I think her look that she made out of the bags was the exact same look Simone had made, just with different bags. Like they came out in the same outfit, but they just had one had Jan sport bags, one had I think like beach bags or something, you know?
Yeah.
And if the judges aren't going to read Simone, they cannot read Candy, because if they do, then that is proving the point that only skinny girls can wear a two-piece. And I think Candy's amazing because she has the attitude, she has the confidence, and I think it's what a lot of people need who aren't rail thin as Simone. Not that I'm bashing Simone, but I think it's amazing to see that representation on TV, to see a curvy girl who is so proud of her body and not just like covering it up and like showing skin. And I don't like Candy's third look was kind of boogery, but I still give her complete boots because it was a bit boogery. But I think if
it was a little boogery.
A little bit biggery, yeah. If Simone was wearing Candy's finale look, they would have loved it. And if they would have loved it on Simone, we're gonna love it on Candy, and that's how we have to look at it. And I think I give Candy a full oots.
Yeah. No, I would give her. I also give her oots. I don't know. For me, I don't look at any of them by body. Like body shape to me doesn't matter in drag. It does not matter. Like whatever. For me, it's just the creative aspect of it. The just gluing things to things is like, I don't know. I'm not a fan of that. I know that it's easy when you don't know how to sew to like have something structured already and add to it. But I don't know. I feel like with Candy, there's something inside of her that's just going to go, not her anger. I just mean I haven't seen something yet from her that has made me go, whoa, like, you know, and I know it's there because she's amazing. Like she's an incredible person, incredible artist. And you just know something's coming down the road that is going to just blow everybody out of the water.
We haven't seen half of it yet, I'm sure.
Exactly. So, but absolutely oots. So that's another double.
Another double. Well, look at us go, just agreeing on everything.
No, it's crazy. And that's definitely not the last double to be given away this evening, because our next and last and final runway is none other than the incredible
Utica.
I think she might win. Utica. I love Utica. I think Utica she is herself. She is creative. She's an artist. She's a package deal. Not afraid to be who she is and just give it. And it's so amazing. Like this runway is like major fashion runway. Like you would see this in like I could see Bjork wearing this. Like, you know what I mean? Like this is like crazy fashion. So out of the gate, first runway was Doggy Bag.
Clever.
And of course, she was all glammed up in her unique, gorgeous way, as kind of like a poodle person, if you will. It was brilliantly done. Secondly, oh my God, this look I want it head to toe. If I was as thin as her, actually no, I could totally pull this look off. The Chicago sort of Carol Burnett throw, it was so good, and she loves Carol Burnett.
Oh, she is a Carol Burnett stan.
Yeah,
totally. I love
the
earrings that she had put, like the door knockers. I thought that was
right. Brilliant.
It was like it was very, very, very old lady, high fashion old lady in 2020.
Yeah.
And it was a lot, and it was kind of, it's very acquired taste of style, but I thought it was great. I loved it.
But by taking the like, she knows what she's doing. Like, you know, accessories change everything. And the style of hair she had with the added glasses made it edgier. So it was like she took uh you know the more mature look and kind of funkied it up with these shades, and it was so good. Like, she's
Mm,
brilliant. And then last but not least, she did sleeping bags.
yeah,
And you saw that look. I think we can show it again. It was the best look of the night. To me, this
hands
took
down.
hands down the best look of all of them this evening. It was brilliantly executed, gorgeous, stunning. Like, she made that. Like, she made sleeping bags fit her. Like, it was crazy. Like,
It's high fashion. The shapes that she made, the silhouette. Um, it was like, if it was a different print, if the patterns and the colors of the sleeping bags were different, it would fit onto most runways for Fashion Week, because it was just so cool. It was so
oh,
well
totally.
constructed as well. The zipper at the base of the cowl neck as well. I just like, to me, I was kind of, she deserved to win, I think, this week, in my opinion. I think the only reason that she didn't is because I think her second look, her Moneybags look, or whatever the second look was a little bit less than what Gottmik did, because Gottmik's first two looks were so strong, and I think they
Yeah,
slightly edged out Utica, but Utica nailed this week, like, incredibly.
she totally did. I think where Utica lost it was when RuPaul said that she felt like she had such strong fashion looks, but she let too much of the campiness in for both.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean? And I do kind of agree with that. Because the thing is that, like, to me, if you step into the ring for Drag Race, you gotta, like, be able to morph and do different things. You can't just go in and be the same thing the whole time, because the idea is that you are this sort of package deal that can do almost anything.
Mm-hmm.
So when you come in as a comic queen or comedy, and I love her, don't get me wrong,
Yeah.
but if every single time you hit that runway and every time you do something, you put that goofiness into it, it starts to get old, where you kind of are, what's going to happen. Like, if she would have come out in that in the second look and been, no, I like the goofiness for the second look. The poodle look, if she would have come out as almost very French and very like, I'm walking the poodle, because poodles are very bitchy. Like,
Yeah.
they are like show dogs, and they're very like, it probably would have been like, oh wow, and then that goofy crazy like, come out in that the second look,
Yeah.
amazing. Then to come in the third and be this very like,
Fully.
model-esque, very, I think if she would have done that, she totally would have won. I really think it was because when RuPaul was like, oh, if she would have not have been so goofy in all of them, kind of like, but I think she totally deserved it. I think she should have won.
Yeah.
I totally think she should have won.
Utica is just such a kooky queen that I think she probably was trying to be serious, and this is how it turned out. And I think I love her. It's always the queens that are the most true to themselves that don't win, and I have a feeling that Utica will be so unashamedly herself, that she's not going to, like, I think she's going to be I think she's going to be out in a few episodes. I think they're going to ask her to be very serious, and she's not going to have a bone in her body that's going to let her be serious, and they're going to cut her. And
Really?
America and Canada will be distraught, but she'll be wonderful in All Stars 9.
I think she's going to go all the way. I totally do. I think she's going to totally do it. I love her so much. So we give her oots. She gets a quadruple.
She gets a 12-pack of donuts.
You know what? Just give her the whole Tim Hortons. She can have the whole friggin' restaurant.
We'll buy her a franchise. It's fine.
Yes.
I think it's a good idea.
All right. So that brings us to the ends of the runways. Oh my God. I can't believe we did 36 looks, girl.
Oh my God. That was a lot.
A lot. Oh my God. But we did it. Did you love it, everybody? I hope you did. So, naturally, at the end of all the runways, bring them all back. There's got to be a winner, and there's always got to be two bottoms. Yeah. So tell us, who was the top of the evening?
So obviously, Gottmik was the winner of the evening. Congratulations, Gottmik. They really did well, and I think they're fierce. I'm really impressed with what I love this suit look a lot, actually. Like I would have this in a heartbeat.
I could totally see you wearing this.
I would see a bigger wig. Just not a flat wig, just one that's like a Marge Simpson straight up wig, maybe. Just a little different.
Not you in a flat wig, though. Never.
No, never. And then the bottom two of the week were Lala Ree, obviously, and Joey J, which I agree with both of those. Hands down, I think those two are the for sure bottoms of the week, especially Lala Ree. Yeah, we do love bottoms.
We do, and we love true bottoms even more.
This lip sync was really good and really fun to watch because Lala Ree had the audacity to glue those bags into a circle around her body because she knew she could perform and she could save herself regardless of who she was against, and she did exactly that.
I mean, they did come unstuck from her nipples.
Oh, but that garment was never made to last. Are we?
Oh, honey. If she walked out in the rain, she'd be like,
yeah,
it would not be good.
Thank God this isn't Canada's Drag Race, because if they need to go outside for a smoke break, that garment would have dissolved.
Half of them would have dissolved.
Yeah.
Okay, so then they lip sync, of course, to Fancy by Iggy Azalea.
Yes.
And we see Lala Ree, Shantae, and Jay.
Yes.
And unfortunately, we see Joey J sashay away. Oh, poor Joey J.
Oh, Joey.
Poor Joey.
Yeah,
Gloria's going to be right beside herself. She loves him so much.
He's pretty cute. I understand. Like, he's very cute. He's very twinky. He's like pure twink, just solid twink. Like if you search twink on Amazon Prime, a photo of Joey J comes up and it's delivered in an hour. That's Joey J. Have you ever bought one of those dinosaurs that you put the egg in the water and it grows into a dinosaur? I think that's how Joey J was born. They bought a fairy egg, put it in some warm water, and let it cook for a few days, and a twink. But we're gonna miss Joey J. Thanks, Joey.
We will.
Love the dimples.
Oh, yes. Unfortunately. So, well, I guess that's it for tonight. Oh my gosh, that brings us to the end of our Talk for episode 5, The Bag Ball. I hope everybody had fun. And hold on a sec. There was a lot of drams in this episode. I don't know how long we've been going, but do you want to talk about the drams?
I think that if you have not watched Untucked yet, you need to watch Untucked. I have always enjoyed Untucked for the fights, for the interaction between the girls, because obviously they're stressed because they've been critiqued for hours and now they're back there. There is almost a physical altercation in this week's episode of Untucked, and it is legendary. It is at the same level of when Shangela threw a drink at Mimi. Mimi and Mimi and First.
Yeah. Oh, right? Mimi and First. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It was incredible, and it was between Tamisha Iman and Candy Muse, and they are both playing it up for the cameras. It's very obvious. They're there to put on a show, and I'm so grateful that I was able to witness this show because it was amazing. So if you haven't watched Untucked, go and watch Untucked now.
Because if you're not watching Untucked, girl, you're not getting the whole story.
You're all okay.
You're only getting half.
You're only getting half the story.
Oh, I fucked it up. Ah.
So close. I think now you're drunk. I think we should sign off.
I'm not drunk, girl. I'm not drinking booze.
Are you drinking your ginger ale?
Yeah, you go ginger ale. Look, naughty nice. I tried.
Work. I've just got water.
Perfect. Stay hydrated.
Actually, I mean, it's a clear sourpuss. Drink sourpuss.
There you go. Yeah. All right, everybody. Well, I want to thank my beautiful, hilarious, incredible co-host for this evening. Thank you so much for doing this with me. You are a gorge to work with. I was going to say work for. Work with. And you are welcome back anytime to do this with us, okay? I love you so much.
Thank you so much for having me.
Give it up for Jerrilynn Spears, everybody. Go give her a follow. Her Instagram is there. Give her some love. And remember, people, this show is a reality show. It's fun. It's acting. It's crazy. It gets crazy. But don't hate. Love. It's all about love, okay? So no hate to anybody. Only love.
Yes.
So don't go give any hate on Jerrylynn's page.
I dare you.
How dare you?
Do it.
I want to thank Sourpuss so much for being a sponsor for our little show, Talk Talk Live. And I want you all to, we are going to have this also as a podcast. So that will be available as well. So you can check out at Tuck Talk. Sorry, not Tuck Talk. You can check out Tuck Entertainment, and all the information about our little Tuck Talk show will be there. Of course, it's available everywhere after tonight. It'll be on my YouTube channel, Tuck Talk's YouTube channel, everywhere else. There's so many to say. Check them all out. Thank you so much for being here with us. We love you so much for joining us and having a good laugh and having a good time. Until next time, wash your hands, stay safe, and keep loving each other. Bye.
Bye.